got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Rockstar Games. How are you keeping? I'm doing alright myself, but I hear you're in a bit of bother there. Seems to be a new hashtag trending called #SaveRedDeadOnline. Now this was to be expected, since for the past 3 years we've been bugging you about updates that we wanted to see in Red Dead Online, and after all the promises, the game is still as much of a shell as it was in beta. Honestly, since the launch of Red Dead Redemption 2, everything has kinda gone a little sideways for both GTA 5 and RDR2. And I say this because everyone, including myself, basically expected that the launch of RDR2 would have been a breath of fresh air. I think a majority of us were hyped for Red Dead Online because we wanted an experience similar to Day 1 GTA Online. But we somehow received something far worse than that. And GTA Online just proceeded to plummet as the years went by. So allow me to go through the reality of Red Dead Online.
Look how they massacred my boy.
You may not have noticed, but the whole year coming up to the release of Red Dead Redemption 2 was a shit show for GTA Online. 2017 was the year of GTA's biggest downfall. Don't believe me? Let me point out some of the biggest updates that came in 2017. Gunrunners, Smuggler's Run, Doomsday Heist. Did these sound familiar? These were the updates that began including the harsh weaponized vehicles that pollute public lobbies in GTA Online today. And even coming up to RDR2's release in 2018, we got an update like Arena War. Keep these updates in mind and tell me if they don't seem fishy to you. When the year before this we had a major biker update in 2016. Honestly, think about it. If you wanted people to play your new online experience and move away from the old experience, how do you do it? I know. Make your fans absolutely hate the old game because of all the crap destroying it to the point where rootin' tootin' cowboy shooting sounds like a much more chilled back experience. Don't you think so? Well, Rockstar Games surely did. The reason why GTA Online is practically destroyed now is because of the launch of Red Dead Redemption 2. Players were so fed up with Rockstar destroying their own game, they relished in the thought of a new title. That's why our hopes were so high. It was a chance to feel like Day 1 GTA Online again, a chance to finally start over. The nostalgia was real. At least for a while.
Pretty, isn't it? Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Red Dead Online's launch turned out to be rather peculiar. We understand that the game wouldn't launch with a ton of content, but it came out as more bare bones than we expected. Now on Rockstar's behalf, things like businesses and houses weren't present at launch because they wanted the player base to feel like an outlaw before progressing. Now that would have been fine, if it was true. A slow increase of content is definitely what the game needed, but something else was getting in the way. And this was the introduction of gold. Gold. Gold is the worst fucking thing in Red Dead Online. It's literally what makes this online experience feel like a mobile title. Like gems in Clash of Clans. Now, why did Rockstar add this? Simple. There were way too many money glitches in GTA 5. Even now, every day you will see a new money glitch video popping up on YouTube for GTA Online. Every day. Why spend money on shark cards when you could glitch all that money? So gold was the alternative. Another currency in the game which was much harder to obtain, making the possibility of glitching it close to none. However, this became very frustrating for players. Oh, too low level for that coat? Buy it with gold. Want that rare hairstyle? Buy it with gold. Want to change the metals on your gun? Gold. Want the shop owner to stop saying, that item requires gold to purchase. Do you have some?
Well, I can
That
only
will
take
require
gold
gold
for that.
to
I can
purchase.
only take
That
gold
will
for that.
require gold
Well,
to
I can
purchase.
only
That
take
will
gold.
require
Well, I
gold
can
to
only
purchase.
take gold. I can
Do that
only
will
take
require
gold for
gold
that.
to purchase. Do you have some?
Anymore! Make it stop!
Oh, and the worst part. I actually want to take part in the new activities such as bounty hunting, trading, collecting, or moonshiner. Fucking gold! Soon you begin to realize that all the things in this game, even worth buying, is locked behind a currency that would take you literal months to obtain, or just spend real life money on it. But you know what's worse? Most of these things you can do in the single player of RDR2 for free. For just buying the game. It's greedy. And you know what? The introduction of gold making normal money obsolete is one of the biggest reasons why new players were turned off of Red Dead Online. So well done, Rockstar. You shot yourself in the foot on that one.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
When he talking?
My name is Jeff.
One thing that Rockstar has forgotten over the years is that a majority of players love playing their titles to immerse themselves, so the online to their games make it perfect for us to create characters. Now, not everyone is into this, but I bring this up because a large portion of the Red Dead Online community have invested days into creating the perfect character. I've literally had people send me pages of Google Docs talking about their character's backstory. Now, most of it is quite cringe, I'll be honest, but I for one am part of this community. I've been creating characters for a long time and only been able to express them for over the last 4 years or so through machinima videos.
Before the dark times, before the Empire.
I bring this up because I believe Rockstar partially understand this. Most of the clothing that allows people to expand on their character in Red Dead Online is locked behind gold, such as Union caps, Outlaw Pass items, and the extra accessories from Madame Nazar. But Rockstar refused to give players more control over their characters, since most of the decent clothing is locked for higher levels, limited time items, or behind roles, or way too overpriced. I remember in the early days of GTA Online, most of the clothing was rather cheap, some barely scraping $1,000, and most missions gave you on average 10 grand, which meant you could do a couple of missions and be able to buy half the wardrobe. Obviously, as more updates came into the game, newer clothing became far more expensive. Now that was okay because it was much easier to make money. However, Red Dead Online didn't get the memo, and each piece of clothing averages about $200. Some clothes can be around $20 to $50, but these are usually level locked. And keep in mind, most missions give you only like $7. It's not worth the grind. It makes early players feel left out that they can't make the character that they wish to design. It makes role-playing groups like milsims and crime families very limited for uniforms in favour of low players. And even look at what I'm wearing. Right, let's go down the list. My regimental hat is level locked at 25. My shotgun coat is level locked at 60. My hair costs 1 gold bar. My vest was only obtainable through the first Outlaw Pass, meaning you can't ever get it again. That was also like, what, 35 gold bars? My eye patch alone, I had to pay 15 gold bars to get the Bounty Hunter role, grind it out to level 20, and then pay Madame Nazar another 10 gold bars just to get the damn thing. Don't even ask me about my boots, gun belts, and holsters, I have no clue. And I'm sure a couple of my other accessories cost a bit of gold as well. But don't you think all that is a little too stingy just to create my perfect character?
You think you're merely sending this splendid foot soldier back home to Argonne with his tail between his legs, but I say you are executing his soul!
It's no secret that since the Moonshiner update over 2 years ago, Rockstar has practically added nothing to Red Dead Online. I wouldn't even count the Naturalist and Capitale updates as updates, since they offer nothing of interest to the player base. Instead, Rockstar has abandoned RDR2 and went back to making content for GTA 5, which is honestly the worst idea imaginable. It just shows that they would rather milk a cow to death than put some hope into a title that every person says has potential. Now, from a marketing point, I could see why they would do this. From Steam alone, GTA 5 has reached at a max total of 360,000 players, compared to Red Dead Online reaching only at a mere 18,000. But then, in my opinion, you gotta look at the type of GTA players. I will put GTA players into 3 categories. 1. Players who only play invite-only sessions or solo public lobbies to complete sales and do heists. 2. The speedrunning community, which has gotten rather big as of late with known YouTubers such as Dark Viper AU. And 3. Modded 5M lobbies. If I was to ask you right now to search GTA 5 livestream on YouTube, I could guarantee you that the first thing to pop up will be a modded roleplay lobby. Because that's what people wanted from GTA 5 from the beginning. But there is a 4th category. A category that people want to try to forget as much as possible. And this is 4. Public lobby griefers. These are players who use oppressors and jets to harass others. These are the only people even bothering to play public lobbies anymore in GTA Online. So is GTA 5 as healthy as Rockstar wants you to believe? Fuck no. Because the only decent player base isn't even playing the online properly anymore. Because of all the updates that I mentioned at the start of the video, because of all the hackers and all the harassers and griefers, there's just no point in playing the online properly. I could guarantee you that these numbers you see right now for GTA 5 on Steam would be nowhere as close if it wasn't for invite-only sessions and these modded 5M lobbies.
Great honor to meet you, sir.
Harry tells me you're quite the science whiz. You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
We've been waiting too long for content, and it's time for us to directly tell Rockstar what needs to be added into Red Dead Online. So please listen. 1. Houses. This is the biggest thing people have kept asking for. I don't care if it's a ranch or an apartment in Saint Denis, let it be something. We're fed up with the camp system. Give us something new. 2. Invite-only sessions. Players are fed up with public lobbies since it's easy for griefers to get in. Allow us to have our own invite-only sessions, just like in GTA 5. 3. The Rockstar Editor. My god, just add this already. The amount of video content alone people would make would keep this game alive for another couple of years. 4. Mexico. It's already in the files. If you can glitch through the debt barrier, you can walk through a low-poly Mexico. Just release it already. 5. Better paid stranger missions. Give low-level players something to do besides getting shot in PvP matches. 6. Add more variety in clothing. Give us cheap clothing that would benefit role players. More military outfits, more Native American clothing, more suits, just more. And lastly, number 7. Finish the story. I know it's not something people care about anymore, but Christ, you started a story with that blonde lady looking to avenge her husband. You might as well finish it. If these are achieved, then I guarantee you that your online game will thrive. And you know what? If that day ever came, I'd probably even bring back the Sons of War Militia to RDR2. But for now, I only have one more video planned and then I'm done with RDR2 for good. So until we meet again, Rockstar, I wish you farewell. Take it easy, everyone. Hopefully they'll listen. Because if not, I'm more so worried how GTA 6 will end up.